Okay, today we are going to talk about affirmative and negative words. Okay? All right. Now, to explain these, we're going to kind of get into them because by saying an affirmative or negative word, it's kind of vague, kind of general. So we have our list of affirmative words. We're going to go over those. Each of these words has an opposite to it, okay, and how they're being used. So, okay, our affirmative words, we're going to go through the list. We have algo, which means, anybody know what that one means? Something. Okay. We have alguien, which means someone or somebody. Okay. We have algún or alguno, which means some. We have siempre, which means, that's a first semester word, always. And we have también, which means also. All right. Each of these words has an opposite. So algo is something, alguien is someone, algún, alguno, some, siempre, always, también, also. All right. Now we have our negative words. Okay. What is the opposite of something? Nothing. So what is that in Spanish? Nada. What is the opposite of someone? No one. What is no one? Nadie. Okay, no one or nobody. Algún. What is the opposite of some? None. That is ningún or ninguno. What is the opposite of always? Never, which is nunca. And the opposite of also. You can say, I would like to go also, or I don't want to go either. Either or neither, which is tampoco. Alright, so each of these words has its opposites. Now, I'm going to kind of separate them so you can kind of see how they go together. Now, with these affirmative and negative words, it's pretty much 90% of it is just knowing the words, knowing when to use them, vocabulary. But there is a small percentage that does have a little bit of grammar involved. First one I'm going to talk about is algún and alguno, because notice we have two forms there. Now, there are actually about 4 forms we can use with it. Okay? We have, well, 5. Algún and alguno. Alguna. Algunos. Algunas. What can you automatically tell me about that? How are they separated? Alguno, alguna, algunos, algunas. Number and gender. Adjective agreement. Now, the reason why is because this is a word that it needs something to complement it, something to give it more meaning. Now, I can use any of these other ones, okay? I could say, do you guys want something to eat? Okay, I don't have to, it can stand by itself. But with some, you kind of need something else there. Okay? I don't say, hey, do you want some? Okay, you're going to ask, want some what? Okay? In this case, you're going to have to put something here. I might say, ¿Quieres algún postre? What does that mean? Do you want some dessert? Now notice I used algún, not alguno. Why did I do that? When it's placed right before a masculine singular noun, you will drop the O. Remember with buen versus bueno. Okay? That's how algún works. Otherwise, I might say, ¿Quieres change it? Say, ¿Quieres alguna tarea? Okay, what am I asking you now? Do you want some homework?
No.
Of course. Same thing with algunas. So that does change. Now it's the same with ningún. Okay, follows the same pattern. Now I have to point that out because on your homework tonight, you're going to be dealing with those two words. The other bit of grammar we need to understand is, do you guys know what a double negative is?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, give me an example of a double negative. What is it? Right, like what? Okay. I don't want nothing. Is that a double negative? Yep. I don't want nothing. What's your English teacher going to say? That's incorrect, right? What is your Spanish teacher going to say? That is exactly how you should be talking. Okay? Because in Spanish, they use double negatives. When you're using the negative words, usually and you have a verb in front of it, you need to make it a double negative. A no in front of it. So, in this case, what's the verb? Want. So how do we say I don't want? No quiero. Okay? And then how do we say nothing? Alright, you have to use the double negative. Okay? There are some cases where you don't need the no though in front of it. If you actually start the word with the negative word, you don't need a no in front of it. For example, for both of them, we can say no hay nadie. What does that mean? Yeah, it means there is no one. Okay? There's no one, meaning like nobody home. You could also start the word with nadie, and you could say nadie está. What does that mean? There is no one. Yeah, no one is there. So if you have, because remember, I technically is a verb, haber. You have a verb there, you put the no in front of it, you have your double negative. But if you start the word with the negative word, you don't need to put the no in front of it. And that's it. Any questions about affirmative and negative words? Awesome.